Let's take a look.
Greetings and welcome to the Reversal Super Punishers Part 3. We'll start with Eno. Eno's Reversal Super is plus 26 on block, so you do not, I repeat, you do not want to let her do the entire Reversal Super since she gets mixed from it. It is a really bad option. But there is a large gap in between the first and second hit, allowing Faust to interrupt the second hit and do some of the combos I am showing on screen right now. Because she is airborne, and more specifically she is quite high in the air during the second hit, Faust is able to get a lot of really good conversions. Faust has a lot of anti-air buttons, and his ability to convert off of them is really good when he gets them. This is the only super in the game that allows for these unique combo routes. No other super in the game does this. So although you don't get thrust, because you can do anti-air combos, you can still get just about as much damage, and you can wall break from almost anywhere on screen, just like you can with a thrust when you have a bar of meter. So it is one of the most punishable supers in the game for Faust. You can air throw her out of this as well, so although you can't get snip, you do get an air throw, so that's not a bad option. And you also can do a charged dust when she's in the air. The timing on this is a little tight, but once you get used to it, it's quite easy to do. And look at that, 214 damage for a punish. No meter required. Fantastic. Okay, now time for Goldlewis. His super is a conventional reversal super, single hitting, decent pushback, but it's minus 33, so you get full charge dust combos, which is really good because Goldlewis hits like a truck and he has a large health pool, so you want to get as much damage on him whenever you can. You also can do perfect thrusts, which again you want to do whenever you can. You need that damage in this matchup, because if he gets in once, you're going to have a really rough time. You got to get through that health bar as quickly as you possibly can. There is quite a bit of pushback, but because it's minus 33, there is enough time to dash in for a snip to get the low overhead mix. The pushback stops mix loops if you do not dash before the 2H. The only time you don't need to do a dash is if you are in the corner. I think I'll be showing that just about now. But if you are mid-screen or you are in the corner, you're going to want to dash before you do the 2H. Otherwise, mix loops won't work. This is a combo you can do when your opponent is in Afro state, and it's not too bad in terms of damage. Pretty decent. Again, you've got to get through that health pool as quickly and as efficiently as possible. The less times you have to hit him, the better it is for you. This is what a mixed loop combo looks like mid-screen and in the corner. You need to do the dash before the 2H. This option's good if you want to put Goldlewis in the corner, or you want to take advantage of an item currently on screen, like Mini Faust or maybe Afro. Now time for Jackal. Jackal's reversal super is interesting. I thought Faust's super was bad. This one's got to take the crown for worst super in the game. It loses to late snip. Command grabs. It's supposed to hit people on the ground, but it doesn't hit you if you do a command grab. If you have meter, you can PLC this for all kinds of frankly amazing conversions that realistically you shouldn't have access to, but for some reason you do. I mean, look at that, 227 damage because she decided to do super and it lost to command grab. You can backdash the super and get charged dusts. I should have said this at the start, but Jackal's reversal super has 58 recovery frames. So if you can make this thing whiff, you get any option you want. Charge dusts, thrusts, mix loops, command grabs. Pick your poison, basically. I mean, this super is probably the worst in the game, overall. Honestly, I'm kind of jealous. I used to think Faust had the worst super. It was one of my go-to complaints in my gameplay when things went bad, but nope, Jackal's got the worst super. It does lead to some awesome combos though. I mean, look at that. 227 damage. For backdashing. No counter hits required. I said earlier that you could punish this super with thrust. I wasn't joking, you can. There's plenty of frames to do it. You have to time the thruster though to hit her when she lands on the ground. If you hit her in the air, you won't get the thrust follow-ups. I've said it a million times in every video, any super where you can get a thrust, it's a very strong option. Wall breaks anywhere on screen, blah 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 blah, super high damage. You can also get command grab. All you need to do is backdash to avoid the super, then forward dash and do command grab as she lands. Easy peasy. I will say though, this option probably isn't the best against Jackal since she's very small when she crouches, just like Giovanna, which makes your low overhead mix not as good. If I start laughing in a minute, I apologise, but because Jackal's super leaves her in like a floaty state after the super, you can get jump slash punishes against it. This pretty much only works against Jackal. I don't think there's any other character in the game that you can punish like this. Yeah, you can whiff punish with 6H as well. It doesn't matter though, I mean, this super, it's so funny. You don't need to backdash to punish this super, you can also jump. You also don't actually have to preemptively jump or backdash to punish this super. You can reactively jump when you see the super animation and still get punishes like this Blue RC route. This has to be, in terms of just options, the most punishable super in the game for Faust. There is none that even come close to it. Jackal's super and Kai's super come close, but this one, you basically do whatever you want and just get massive combos. 214 damage for jumping a super. Again, if I start laughing here, I apologise, but if you preemptively jump this super when you're in the corner, you can side switch and break her through the wall behind you. This super, man, it's amazing. It's amazing for Faust, it's terrible for Jackal. 229 damage. What more can I say? What more can I say? Oh yeah, one more thing. If you preemptively jump this super mid-screen or round start, somewhere around that range, you can wall break using Blue RC routes, so the wall break potential on the super is nuts. Again, pretty much anywhere on screen you can wall break. Okay, time for Baiken. Her reversal super is nowhere near as punishing as Jackal's, but it still has some options. As you just saw, in between the second and third hit there is a big enough gap to get a command grab if you're close enough. As usual, because it's minus 32, you get charged dust combos. Again, really good option. Jackal has really good damage in this matchup. She's kind of like a glass cannon, so hit her hard when you can, because she is definitely going to hit you hard when she gets a chance. And you're probably sick of hearing me say this, but it's minus 32 on block. Thrust has a 26 frame startup. You get thrust. Wall break here, wall break there, wall break everywhere when you have meter. Good option, high damage. Use it when you get the opportunity. The final hit of Baiken's reversal super has quite a bit of pushback. So again, if you want to go for snip or mix loops, you are going to need to do a little dash beforehand. Mix loops in the corner will work without requiring a backdash, but anywhere else on screen you're going to need to do the dash before the 2H in order to make them work. If you don't, they will drop and you will get punished, so just be careful with them. I will just quickly show a demonstration of what happens when you don't do the dash before the 2H. This is not a good outcome, you don't want this. You want to try and keep your turn, not give it away, like that. If you don't like doing the dash or simply don't want to, you can do a fast red RC into mix loops. This works perfectly fine. This is again just an example of the dash into 2H. I just wanted to show that it works like a regular normal mix loop. No drops. Perfect. And now for Testament. Her reversal super hits once, it doesn't have that much pushback on hit, and it's minus 67. So once again, you have all the options that you could ever want. Charge dust, thrust, mix loops, take your pick. I won't show myself doing a thrust combo against Testament, since I've already shown all the thrust combos I use on a frequent basis. They all work on Testament, so just pick the ones you want and use them when you want. Since her super has very little pushback, you can do mixed loops without requiring a dash. And you can also jump over her super and get snip punishes. You don't need to jump over it, you can just block the super and run in for a command grab, but that's another option if you want to use it. When you're in the corner and you don't have enough meter to thrust RC to get a wall break, you can time the forward jump to cross over and get a close S5H combo. You need to time the forward jump just right so that the super doesn't side switch to hit you on the other side, but it's not too tricky to do once you get the timing down. And that's it. That's every single character in the game covered that has a reversal super, until the new DLC characters come out for Season 2. I hope you found these 3 videos helpful. If you need any more information about what I've shown in this video, leave a comment and I will try to help you out. I hope this video helped you out. Thanks for watching.